Hey everyone, my name is Captain Jack and welcome back to Space Engineers. It's Monday, which means we're taking a look at another creation from the Steam Workshop. With me today I have the Star Wars Munificent Class-Frigate. Now this is by the famous creator Sarah in 2012. She has made a ton of Star Wars creations on the workshop so far, all of them have been fantastic. Well, we're back with another one of her creations today, and this, as I mentioned, is the Star Wars Munificent Class-Frigate. Commonly referred to as the Droid Frigate, the CIS Frigate, Separatist Frigate, a variety of different names. It was basically a part of a core CIS navy. If you've seen any of the Star Wars The Clone Wars, the chances are you've seen this frigate, particularly to the early stages of the Clone Wars. Later on, you kind of saw more providences instead of these, but they were still around by the time of the Battle of Coruscant. They're kind of that cheap frigate the CIS basically chucked at anything in an attempt to win. Didn't go down very well. These things, you typically see them combating Venators in either pairs or three of them, and it kind of required quite a few of them to take down a Venator-class Star Destroyer. Anyway, today Saran has built it for us inside Space Engineers, so we are going to take a look at all the cool features on board. There's a little bit of a description on the Steam page. If you do want to download this ship, the link is down below in the description. Produced by Hiroshi Kessel Drive Incorporated, Munificent Class Frigate is the most produced capital ship unit for the CIS Navy. I didn't actually know it was a capital ship, apparently so. Its well-rounded hull, good equipment and cheap in build. The Munificent is a good unit, mostly used in groups. They were used on every front in the Clone Wars conflict. So now it's time to control another galaxy in the universe of Space Engineers. Before you spawn it, there's a few other things. Mod-wise, the ship doesn't need any mods apart from the Star Wars weapons mod. But you can run this on vanilla if you wanted to. You just have to swap out the Star Wars weapons, so no big deal at the end of the day. Other than that, it is all completely vanilla apart from modded weapons, so you can come and play this in your own servers. Maybe you want to come and build one of these in my own public servers. That's right, I've currently got 2 public Space Engineers servers available to you guys. If you do want to come and join them, there is a Discord link down below. Come and join us, it would be great to have you on there. Anyway, today we're going to take a bit more of an in-depth look at this ship, see how Saran has designed it, and just have a look around it. So, here we go. Now, I'm going to start on the exterior, and then we'll do a quick interior tour. There's not much to the interior of this, so we'll do the exterior first. Now, first off, Saran has captured the shape and general, style of the ship very well. The Munificent has a very unique style, particularly that long sort of, armor slants on the front here, and then the short ones on the back. Also, this wing design, I remember flying and bombing these things in Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original version, and these wings are always like the good targets for your bombers and stuff like that. And we've got under here, we've also got our weapons mounted, we've got the giant front-facing cannons. I remember in the Clone Wars when these things open fire on the Venators and you rip them to shreds. They are quite deadly guns, to be honest. And what I love that Saran has done on the ship here is you can see she's included as much design detail as possible, and that is something I'm loving. And we've got blaster blocks in here, interior blocks and production elements over here, and it just makes the ship stand out like 10 times more. Here we can also see that she's using piston heads here, sort of replicate a different design style on board the ship. And I really like that. It's better than just plain vanilla armor in a way, because it really brings out the design of a starship. I mentioned this quite a lot when reviewing starships in Space Engineers. The more design styles you can add to this and bring out, like different rivets and parts on a ship, the better your ship will stand out in my own opinion, because it does look 10 times better. Anyway, let's have a look at some more interesting features. Towards the back of the ship, the engines of a frigate have been captured perfectly. We can see the main tri-engines here, then the small ones down below. And I love they're emitting the light as well. I really want to do a Star Wars battle of these ships again soon, because that'd be fantastic. Let's quickly take a look in it and see how this is made. So we've got the LCD images here, then there's also a couple of spotlights. Now obviously you're going to have thruster damage turned off for this ship, because you will burn through these LCDs. But I expect if you do want to do it in survival mode, you could just remove the LCDs and have the thrusters there by themselves. Obviously got the smaller ones down here as well. Again, another spotlight inside here. Please excuse any sim speed drops I'm having today. I believe it's due to an error with the recording at the minute. Now we've also got the sort of con tower going up here as well. And what I love is she's included ladders on this. So you can imagine like a couple of droids attempting to climb up it to fix something. It always reminds me of that episode where they dropped ATTs on the surface as well. I kind of threw out the sizing of the Munificent that day, because the Munificent was meant to be like a smaller style ship. But then they just randomly chucked a couple of ATTs on it. It was like, okay, let's go with that then. That was one of my favourite Clone Wars episodes. I think it was Cargo of Doom it was called, or something like that. It was really cool. Now you see the CIS symbol has been captured perfectly on here. Well, not perfect, but you can definitely make out this is the CIS symbol on the side here. And you obviously got the indication painting, and you've also got the green stripes the Munificent class had, which is quite cool. Now the bridge tower is captured up here. We'll take a look inside it in a moment. I always found the bridge on the Munificent one of the most difficult ones to actually build in Space Engineers. I tried it a couple of times, never really worked. Laser antennas up here as well the fake antennas, then the real one is down the back here. Very nice, and you can see there is like an entrance way into here. Now, some Munificents had hangar bays on them. I don't believe this one does. If not, I've not found it. I guess this under here could be a hangar bay, but there's nothing really you can access in here, so I guess it doesn't have one in a way. Because I know, like, you know, General Grievous's like flagship, when he used a Munificent, had one in it, which is quite cool. I always did like this almost semi-modular design of this frigate in a way, because the engines look like they've just been bolted on. And they were right, these were cheap to produce inside the Star Wars universe, as, you know, they are cheap, so the CIS can afford to manufacture them in the bulk load, and then, you know, just disperse them and control the, you know, CIS space, particularly because they only needed a battle droid crew as well, so it was, you know, quite easy. Now, the interior, there is the interior on board. Weapons, it's got 14 times turbo laser turrets and 2 front heavy flat guns. Those are the ones we see on the front there. The jump drive is, yes, we have one on board. Block numbers, 10,220. Its mass is 7,344 tons. The length of the ship is 250 meters. It does have life support systems, which is airtight as well. Obviously, if you're a battle droid, you don't need life support. Yay. It's also survival ready. It's got refineries and assemblers included. And the max test gravity is it can fly in Earth-like gravity at 1G, which is quite nice. So you can take this into a planet's atmosphere that's similar style to Sauron's Venators as well. I really feel like doing another atmospheric battle, like another one of those. I bet we could do that. We'll have to look into doing that at some point. But anyway, let's have a look at the inside. Okay, I'm inside the bridge now, so obviously the captain would sit here, and, you know, oh no, I've got on a ladder. I meant to sit in there. There we go. You got your flat guns. There you go. I do like the sound they make. Also the noise as well. There you go. We'll have to test this in battle in a minute. Anyway, if we hop out of here for a minute, there's a few other systems we'll check around in a minute. This is the main bridge. You've got a couple of ladders in here. There's, you know, some design detail. It does really, you know, bring out the design of a bridge a bit better, in my opinion. The more stuff you can put in here to, you know, bring out the design, I like. Programming block back here as well. I don't know what it's running. Elevator down to the next half. Here we go. So it's like the lower bridge. I guess this could be like Starfighter control or something. I don't know. I guess we have something down here. Very nice. Then we can go all the way back here as well. And this is to the exterior interior part of the ship. There's exteriors over there. We can hop down. Whoop. And we're in sort of like the crew area. So you've got cryopods down here, air vents, and a medical bay and the survival kit. Also a cargo container for whatever we want to access. Nothing interesting there. So I guess it's more like an SE feature rather than like an accuracy feature. And we're back on this deck. Now, I believe this just goes straight to the exterior. Other than this, I don't think there's much of an interior on board here. That kind of seems like it's it. I mean, we can run around on the exterior at the minute and see if there's anything towards the back. But like I said, there isn't much of an interior to this ship, which is nothing wrong with it. Again, this ship is typically housed by battle droids, so you wouldn't need that much of an interior realistically, though, would you? Which is kind of cool. So there we go. That's kind of the interior of the starship. Like I say, there's not really much to it. I've seen like other Munificents where they have a bridge downstairs and things like that. But other than that, there's not really much going on. If we look inside here in a minute, there's the refinery there. Excuse the lag. Got a couple of jump drives back here as well. You know, a different variety of things going on. Cargo containers, thrusters, atmospheric engines. Again, just a ton of interior systems and nothing too special. So that is the Munificent Class Star Frigate. A very interesting design, and you should definitely go check it out and download it on the workshop. But, I want to blow something up quickly. Let's go find a Venator. It looks like they hit a shield or something. They are kind of flak things at the same time, so they're not going to do like that much damage, but did we hit it? Oh, we've damaged the bridge. Well, at least we got something. They are kind of like exploding outwards. Why don't we aim for like the hull or something? They're not doing that well, to be honest, are they? I guess we could keep firing, but it doesn't look like we're doing that much damage. Okay, let's press on the attack and see how far we can go. Because we've got our turrets on here. Now, we kind of need to like pull over the Venator in a way. Now, ideally, you'd get like a group of Munificents to engage a Venator Star Destroyer because they are quite weak ships and they're quite cheap. So you won't just send one against it because the Venator's most likely going to defeat it. And here we go. We're going to get train wrecked. Oh, and my bridge is already gone. Well, that lasted all of 5 minutes. So the question is, who's going to win this? To be honest, I've got money on the Venator in a way. Oh, my bridge has actually already been destroyed. Oh dear. So again, you'd want to take like a group of these into combat, to be honest, and maybe some shields and some starfighters. Maybe just bring a Providence along for the sake of it. Have I lost most of my guns? Oh dear. So guys, I want you to comment down below, would you like to see a new modern Star Wars battle on the channel? It's been quite a while since we've done one here on the Captain Jack channel, but I think with the new Munificents and Sauron's new ships, we could definitely do a very cool one soon, and it looks like we're getting wrecked, to be honest. Have we got no guns active? Return fire, come on. Why aren't you firing? It's not going too well over here on Castle Von Jack. I mean, we have damaged the Venator's engine room a bit. And hangar. Is it like another bridge? I'm lost in space. Okay. Well, there we go. That's kind of been the Munificent Class Star Frigate review. If you're going to go up against the Venator Class Star Destroyer, I'd recommend taking more than one. Probably take 3 or 5, or bring in the entire CIS fleet. Hell, chuck a Trade Federation carrier ship in there, droid control ship while you're at it. Anyway, I've been Captain Jack. Thank you for watching the video today. If you want to let me know about a potential future Star Wars battle here on the channel, then make sure to comment down below in the comment section. If you do want to download a Munificent Class Star Frigate that Sauron has made here, the link is down below in the description, along with my community Discord. Make sure to come check us out. We're having a whale of a time over there at the minute. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.